War Secretary Pete Hegseth's plane makes unscheduled landing after windshield crack. The Pentagon confirms War Secretary and all passengers are safe after emergency landing in England. So this happens. There was a cabin depressurization issue when this happens, and they have to make an emergency landing in England. Now, as this is happening, something else is happening. J.D. Vance's motorcade hit with shrapnel after artillery, quote, mishap during celebration. A motorcycle that is part of Vice President J.D. Vance's security detail and a California Highway Patrol car were hit with shrapnel on Saturday after a 155 millimeter shell exploded over Interstate 5 during a live fire demonstration for the Marines' 250th, which is what America's about to celebrate next year, anniversary on Saturday, according to a news report. So you have J.D. Vance, James David Vance, and Pete Hegseth. Within a week's time, these two incidents happened to them. These two incidents happened to them as they're traveling. And it's odd enough that these two incidents happened to both James and Peter within a week's time, on top of a hunting stand being discovered with a line of fire basically to Air Force One at the Palm Beach airport. But it's a precursor. What this is a precursor and a warning of this Acts timeline. I have been warning about, Robin Bullock's been warning about it as well. What are the odds that within 1 week, James and Peter both have incidents like this? Both of them, not just one, not just the other, but both. I'm telling you, this is the precursor. This is the confirmation and the warning the enemy's going to attempt to fill this timeline, because he attempts to reverse engineer the word of God for his own plans and purposes, and he tries to invoke such timelines. He attempts to change the times and seasons. These incidents are precursors, and they are warnings to what is about to happen in that timeline. So let's do in order here, it seems. First, Peter Hegseth, his plane has an issue and has to make an emergency landing. Then it seems that J.D. Vance's motorcade, James David Vance's motorcade, is hit. Then they discover a hunting stand that you use to hunt down prey with a line of sight directly to where Air Force One comes in at the Palm Beach airport. What are the odds of all of these things happening within about a 7-8 days time? I'm telling you, this is a precursor. You've got this continued theme of hunting down prey. 911, the hunter shall become the hunted, hunting down prey, going back to the covenant that Robert Hunt made when he came to the Virginia, and he dedicated this land to be used for the glory of God and as a proponent for the gospel of Jesus Christ. And his name is Hunt. So this goes back to the original then that Washington then ratified in April of 1789. He ratifies this in New York City. The covenant. You ever wonder why the New York City mayor's race, what's happening in it is happening? Because the covenant was ratified in New York City by George Washington. So Hunt was the original, then Washington ratified it. The enemy is trying to go back to the original inception of the dedication of this nation right now, to try to hunt down political prey, to try to hunt down the heirs in order to try to insert his agenda and his puppets and his disciples for 2026 and 2028.